My younger cousin runs a small stationery store near a primary school, and I often help out when I'm free. One morning, while my cousin was out getting new supplies, I was left in charge of the store. A boy, probably about 8 or 9 years old, came in. He walked slowly up to the counter, looking a little nervous, and said, "Excuse me, sir. We have a math test this afternoon and I need to buy a 2B pencil and an eraser. But I don't have any money right now. Could you please give me a pencil and an eraser, and I promise to bring the money after school? Please?" I hesitated for a moment. My cousin wasn't here and I didn't recognize the boy. I didn't know what to do. Seeing my uncertainty, the boy quickly added, "Sir, I'm not lying. I go to the nearby elementary school, class 4-1. My name is Kevin." "All right," I said, deciding to trust him. I took a pencil and an eraser from the shelf and handed them to him. But the boy didn't leave immediately. "Is there anything else I can help you with?" I asked. He replied, "Sir, can I please use the store phone to call my dad?" I nodded, and he made the call, explaining to his father that he needed money for school lunches and some other things. After the call ended, he again promised to pay back the money after school. When my cousin returned at noon, I told him about the boy. My cousin said he'd seen similar situations where kids promised to pay back, but never did. It left me feeling uncertain. When school ended that afternoon, the boy didn't show up. By 9 that night, he still hadn't arrived. "He's probably not coming," my cousin said, and we closed up shop. The next morning, while I was putting things away in the store, a middle-aged man came in with a young boy. I recognized the boy from yesterday. He had a bandage on his forehead. The boy immediately apologized. "I'm sorry for being late with the repayment, sir." I asked about his injury and the man explained that he was the boy's father. He told me that the boy had been hit by a motorcycle yesterday afternoon while crossing the street after school. They rushed to the hospital, and that's why they couldn't come to repay the money earlier. This morning, feeling a little better, the boy insisted on coming to return the money and apologize in person. The father handed me the money and I accepted it with a sense of relief. The moral of the story is that human nature is inherently good, and we should not always assume that others are bad people. Although there are many deceits in society, the majority of people are still kind and trustworthy. As the saying goes, the most beautiful scenery in Taiwan is its people. Even if someone really cheats us, our kindness will not be disregarded, and heaven will reward us even more. If everyone has good intentions and does their best, society will be more harmonious and progressive.
单字 stationery 文具 noun the things needed for writing, such as paper, pens, pencils, and envelopes. Primary school 美国5到9岁儿童上的小学 noun in the U.S., a school for children between 5 and 9 years old, or an elementary school. Bandage 绷带 noun a long, narrow piece of cloth that is tied around an injury or a part of someone's body that has been hurt. Inherently, 本质上的 adverb in a way that exists as a natural or basic part of something. Deceit 欺骗欺诈 noun an act of keeping the truth hidden, especially to get an advantage. Disregard 忽视 verb to ignore something.